अभी ये स्क्रीन एनलार्ज करने का है तो क्या करने का अभी?
1 मिनट बता, 1 सेकंड सर। आपको मैं ऊपर जाके व्यू राइट कॉर्नर में थी सर, ऊपर में राइट कॉर्नर में आपका रहेगा, देखिए 3
ये
बटन रहेगा,
ये
माइनस बॉक्स और एक क्रॉस रहेगा। आपको बॉक्स प्रेस करेगा तो बड़ा हो जाएगा।
राइट कॉर्नर है ना, ये क्या?
राइट, ये सर राइट कॉर्नर में, टॉप में राइट कॉर्नर में माइनस रहेगा और बॉक्स रहेगा और प्लस भी रहेगा। आपका स्क्रीन फुल स्क्रीन ही हमको दिख रहा है, कोई वांदा नहीं।
ठीक है फिर।
आपको स्क्रीन फुल स्क्रीन ही दिख रहा है।
ओके।
Let people come. People are joining now. We will
Yes,
start
yes.
in another 5-6 minutes. Let people join. YouTube
Yes,
में
yes.
भी 20 लोग आ गया और इधर भी अपना Zoom also people are joining now. I request all the participants to invite your friends for this program who are available in the YouTube as well as the Zoom also. Today we will be having a wonderful session on infrastructure site management. Good morning, friends. Kindly request your friends also who are available or registered for this program. Let them join. उनको join करने के लिए बोलिए. We will start. Our trainer also is available. Today we have a very good trainer, expert from the say construction industry. I am going to share his details very soon. अभी सबको आने के लिए बोलिए. Yeah. Invite everyone, your friends. We will start the program. At least 150 participants are there in the YouTube minimum, and then Zoom also.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
this is Dhananjay Lele. Good morning.
Yeah, tell me. Good morning. Sir, can we start the session, sir? Subhash sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes, give me 1 minute. I'll start the session.
हा अथर्वला पाठवून दे ना जरा.
नाही त्याचं आता लेक्चर चाललंय 45 मिनिटाचं लेक्चर आहे.
कितीपर्यंत?
45
बर बर. काय?
Good morning, everyone. This is Ashok Kumar on behalf of CMTI. Very good morning for everyone. And I request everyone to be muted during this program. We have a Q&A session also at the end. Whatever your queries you can ask. The program will be in English and your queries can be asked in Hindi also, not an issue, because the people from across India, they are joining today for this wonderful session. Sir, this about this infrastructure series, I will be telling this program we have started because after the COVID, a lot of infrastructure projects are taken up and a lot of works are happening. We thought, why can't we educate the infrastructure to the audience? So we have started this free webinars in the month of November, especially in the infrastructure lecture series. We have covered nearly 14 sessions every weekend in the Saturday, either the Saturday or Sunday, so that the working people and everyone will be available for this program. That is the intent. We wanted to develop more engineers in the infrastructure sector because the government investment is more on infrastructure sector. We are focusing on infrastructure. Infrastructure means airports, railways, metros. We are giving the basic knowledge to the audience. We are inviting the experts from the industry to give the guest lectures. They are spending their quality time and they are sharing their enough experience to the audience. Gaining the knowledge will help you for getting the jobs or elevating in your career. So in this particular program, we are privileged and honored to invite Mr. Subhash D. Pathak. Welcome, sir, for this program. And he is an experienced person having around 48 years of experience. Yeah, and he is being a civil graduate and he is a professional engineer in skill development, ECA, Engineering Council India, and CADC also. And his overall experience covers 34 years of government and semi-government services. Everyone knows for a civil engineer, the procedures, the system is must. And in government projects, definitely you will learn the systems nicely. That will help you for gaining the experience also. Sir is having around 34 years of experience in the government and semi-government services. Sir has worked in 6 years as a junior engineer in irrigation department, Government of Maharashtra, design and execution of aqueduct, bridges and siphon across the canals. Now, Mr. Modi also, our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, is implementing a lot of irrigation projects, giving importance for the agriculture. So everyone, a lot of projects are available in various locations. So we request everyone to attend this session nicely and take their points. And he has worked as a 5 years as a deputy engineer in West Mumbai, monitoring and construction of bus workshops on plot of around 160 square meter with the pile foundation, fabrication of steel structures and the allied works. And he has worked as a 20 years as a deputy engineering cadre, vice president manager at class 1, and 14 years experience in private sector as well after the retirement. Sir is doing a lot of consultancy works, especially in the estimation, costing, billing, third-party billing. Those things, sir, is taken care. And execution of steel plant and third-party billing of power plants, chemical factory. And he is having overall experience in most of the sectors. And he is in the advisory board of IIScM, Talegam, Pune. We welcome you for this wonderful program, sir. Welcome for this program. And we wanted your experience to be shared with the audience. At the end, I have some announcement on the workshops and related to the capacity building programs. So everyone listen to his session and ask as many as questions. Over to you, sir. We welcome you for this program. And when you wanted, you tell me. I will share the screen of the PPT.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You can now. So good morning, everybody. So please share the screen.
Okay, sir.
And the first one.
Yeah. You are able to see the screen, sir?
Is it to be made full, sir?
Yeah, I am doing it. Now, sir?
No, make it large, sir.
Yeah, it is large.
Or shall I open from my?
Sir, it is large only now. For audience, it is large only.
Okay. But I am not getting full.
Sir, you can open your PPT. You can see and tell also. I can change the slides here.
Yes, I will open.
That will be comfortable. You can check your PPT and you can speak on this screen.
Okay, sir. I open my PPTs and
Yeah.
So shall we start?
Yes, sir. Over to you, sir.
So good morning, all dear friends. Today, our this session is regarding quantity survey and billing. The organizer has also requested me to brush up the subject of the quantity survey, though it is the main subject is billing. Okay, so quantity survey. Regarding quantity survey, see, any layman, if any layman is there and he asks regarding the construction, so he first asks the what is the amount of the work to be executed for his private bungalow. Okay, so all of a sudden you will not be able to know you will not able to answer, but after getting some experience and um, associating with the your senior persons, you will be able to answer this question. So the quantity survey, that means if a plot is there, so if you want to, depending upon the building permission completion permissions, if the one half area of the plot is that is FSI is available, so on that one half FSI multiplied by the rate, which is the current market rate, and how it is to be arrived. So it depends on the previous structures which you have constructed. So that and add some hike. So that is that may be 10% or 5% depending upon the year of construction. Okay, so that you will be able to know, you will be able to answer this question very shortly. And like this, dear friends, whatever knowledge you are getting, so that you must summarize in your private notebook. And for example, if you are asked to regarding the cost of the school building. So the school building, that means the how many classrooms are there, and per classroom what is the cost, and so like that you can answer the question of the your school building. Then if it is there regarding the water storage tank, so in that case you must know the cost per cubic meter or the cost per liter. So if the capacity of the water tank is 1000 lakhs, 1000 liters, then per liter cost you multiplied, and so that within fraction of second you will be, and this is required, when you attend the interview. This is required when, then, so what are the other requirements to become a quantity surveyor?
सर आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है. हेलो हेलो. सर आपका माइक म्यूट हो गया। हाँ तो अनम्यूट कर दीजिए, आप प्रोसीड कर दीजिए।
Okay.
Now it is okay, sir.
Okay.
Can you repeat the 2 minutes? Past 2 minutes it was muted. So kindly repeat.
So the quantity surveyor must know the all the knowledge of the whatever you have learned in your graduation or post graduation or in diploma courses. And secondly, when you come in the field, you must be able to read the plan. Unless you read the plan, you will not be able to work out the quantities. So how to work out the quantities? So first of all, you must know the plan. So you must read the legends or the notes given by the consultants. And based on these legends, so you must first of all prepare the sub works. And on that subworks, in that subwork, you prepare the detailed items. So this is the first stage. And then you work out the quantities. And the second part will be your costing, and that costing will be in government jobs. It is we call it the schedule of rates. In private also, the schedule of rates is prepared by the architects for their own works. Okay, and in central government also, it is prepared by for their own works. So it is CPWD or the PWD of they are having their own schedule of rates. Or railways, they are having own schedule of rates. MES, they are having own schedule of rates. Okay, and the private contractors, sorry, builders, they are also having the own schedule of rates. So your quantity multiplied by schedule of rate, so you will get the estimated amount. Now here, I would like to add that certain leads and lifts are required to be added depending upon the site. How far the, so that is called the, you may call it as quarry chart. So from that destination, the how much long at distance that quarry is there. So this is how when you evaluate the tender, this is required, quarry chart or quarry distances. So like this, then who is the lowest that you entrust the tender to you. Now regarding billing. So now you have entrusted the work to the contractor, to the bidder. So I will not go in detail regarding the tenders, but terms and conditions. But the billing engineer must know the terms and conditions of the contract. Unless he doesn't, if he doesn't know, then he will not be able to prepare the bills. So I will be covering each and everything in the billing. So main points. So first of all, the billing engineers, very frank with you, dear friends, you must be integral with your job. So what is that? So you should not join hands. If you are from client side, you should not join hands with the contractor. If you are from contractor side, you should not join hands with the subworks or the client. So like this, you must be integral with your job. Whatever is there, you must give your frank opinion, frank. So this is then and then the either contractor or the client, architect, whosoever it may be, he will trust in you and he will respect you. Unless you are respected, your billing will not be respected. So first of all, you must be integral with your job. Second one, you must be knowledgeable. And now, since you are a fresh, so you must be a training engineer. Training engineer. So at any site, if you are get the job, so the job may not be of billing, it may be of construction supervision, but you must be proactive. You must be proactive. So you must come forward and apprise your project manager that, sir, I will do it. I will do the billing also. That means how to take the levels, how to record the field book, so that you must know it. Okay. So the requisites of the quantity surveyor and the billing engineer, that he must be integral, he must be knowledgeable, he must be able to read the plans, he must be able to read the legends, notes given by the consultants, and he must know the IS codes also for the mode of measurements, because the while preparing the bills, we estimate the person might have not been taken into consideration the notes given by in the IS 1200. Okay, so you must take care of, and because at the time of execution, the IS code plays a very great important role. The contractor will claim as per IS 1200 regarding the working space, but in your drawing, if it is mentioned that only the PCC measurement will be paid, so you have to respect the PCC measurement. The contractor has to take into account the notes given by the IS 1200, that is for the working space, in his rate. He has to increase the rate. So like this, the quantity surveyor and the billing engineer, they must know all these things. So the importance of the billing now. So what is the importance of the billing? See, any contractor, whosoever he may be, so he invests about 15 to 20% of the project cost as his own investment, as his own funds, and rest of the funds he uh, tries to roll over. So suppose if he has the work is of say 100 lakhs, so he will invest 15 lakhs to 20 lakhs rupees, and from 20 lakhs he will execute the work, and then he will earn some, he will claim some bill of say 15 lakhs rupees. The 5 lakhs will be again in the work progress. So on that 15 lakhs, then again he will forecast his further progress, and this progress, that is depending upon this budget. Okay, for if his own funds are not sufficient, then he will arrange funds from the financial institutes, from the banks, and he will also account for the interest. Okay, so the when he will push the work, he will achieve the speed. He will achieve the quality. He will achieve your durability, and finally he will achieve the economy in the project. And when he will achieve the economy in the project, he will earn profit. Otherwise he will not earn profit. So he must attain the economy. He must carry out the work very sincerely. He must be, that is the one whosoever the contractor is there, he must be very associated with the billing engineer. Billing engineer is the right hand of the contractor or the right hand of the architect, because he has to recommend the bill. So this is the importance of the billing. Now I will come to the proper subject. So regarding the important documents to be maintained. So what are the important documents? First of all, the drawings. Dear friend, the drawing which you were given at the time of quoting the tender are the your called as the tender drawings. So however, at the execution time, the drawings which are given are called the good for construction or the execution drawings. So first of all, he must know, he must read the execution drawings, and accordingly he should give the line out, setting out, and he should execute the work. Okay. So time to time, the architect or the government issues the drawings. So those are called the working drawings. And in that working drawing also, there is a revision in the drawing. So R1, R2, R3. When the R2 is given, so R1 become absolute, and the contractor has to collect all these drawings given to the project team, are required to collect it back, and those are to be deposited with the project manager of the client. Otherwise, the work will go wrong execution as per the R1 drawing. So this is called the management of the drawings. Then the second one is your second document is your what you call this as JMR. In private sector, it is called JMR. JMR is the Joint Measurement Register. See, our civil engineering is such a profession, execution is such a profession that every now and then, or time and again, the dispute arises. And the dispute, if it is resolved, not sorted out, resolved timely, then it becomes a hurdle. It becomes a problem in smooth execution of work, in timely execution of work. So that is why to avoid this in the government, the measurement book and the field book are the main documents of the important documents, and in private the JMR, Joint Measurement Register. So whatever is there. So first, what are the such things are there to be which cause dispute? The first one is the original ground level. The second one is the strata level. So if the pit if the foundation pit is of say 5 meter or say 4 meter the depth, so there is different strata is there. Black cotton soil is there, then your soft clay is there, then your hard murum is there, hard murum and boulder is there, then soft rock is there, and the hard rock is there. And as per the notes, if you are instructed, if you are guided to raise the foundation on the hard rock or anchoring in the hard rock, then all these strata, so these are to be the rates of this strata is different. So you have to differentiate. And who is the competent authority to differentiate? The structural engineer or the geologist. Okay. So these consultants are required to be called at site, and the foundation is got to be approved, and these final levels are to be recorded in the field book, in the JMR, and this who then in whose presence. So first one is the project manager of the client, the second one is the project manager of the contractor, and the third one is your third party billing engineer or the consultant. In these three authorities should sign the documents on the same time, on the same date and the same moment as soon as the strata is classified and the levels are taken. Okay. So the depth is your measured from the field book record. Then second one is the length and breadth. So as I told you, depending upon the drawing, whatever the instructions are given, whether the measurements are to be as per the PCC measurement, then the working space doesn't arise. If there is working space, that working space is to be measured from the footing concrete surface and not the PCC surface. So if there is offset of 15 centimeter is there between the PCC and the footing, so as per IS 1200, 600 mm all around the footing is the working space. However, at the time of taking measurements, that is billing engineer, whichever is less. So whichever is less means whatever is executed. So instead of 600 mm all around the footing, if he has executed 300 mm, you pay him 300 mm. Okay. So like this, you have to work out the measurements also. So length and breadth you have worked out, depth you have worked out, and then you as the work proceeds, so you have to record in the JMR. So this is the structure below the ground. So that is why all the items are hidden. So that is why all these items are recorded in the JMR or in the field book, and in the government it is called, that we used to call this as record entry, and we write it there, final for all measurements. We take the signature of the contractor, we take the signature of the client, and the third party billing engineer on the JMR, and then government prepares the documents for their own record, and that own record the contractor signature is required for the acceptance, because at a later stage, after 1 month, if the RA bill is recorded, so at that time there should not be any dispute. Okay. So second one is your JMR or the field book, and the third one is the logbook. What do you mean by logbook? So logbook is the document for the machinery given on hire by the client. Okay, or the if any machinery charges rate is on the per hour operation of that machinery. So in that case, the logbook is required. For example, the dewatering pumps, the mud pumps. So the mud pumps. So this is again here the unit is per bhp hour. What do you mean by per bhp hour? So bhp means British horsepower and per hour. So if the machine is of say 5 bhp and if it is run for the 2 hours, then the rate is per bhp hour. That means 5 multiplied by 2 hours, that is 10 bhp hours. So like this is recorded in the logbook. Same thing holds good for the roller. So like that. Okay. So the third document is the logbook, and the fourth document is your very important document. So that is called the work order book or the site order book. So it should be in triplicate. It should be in triplicate, and the first copy, when any authority, that is the consultant, visits site, he writes or he issues some instructions. Those instructions are to be got recorded in his own handwriting in that site order book. Okay. Or the project manager, if he issues some important instructions to the contractor, he should write it. And these are to be signed by all these three authorities, that is the project manager of the client, contractor, as well as the billing engineer or the third party audit. Okay, that is consultant. So if you maintain all these documents in such a fashion, then there will not be any dispute at the time of preparing the running account bill. Okay, at the time of preparing the secured advance bill or the final bill. So like that. So these are the 4 important documents required to be maintained. Okay, and see, dear friends, it is when I say it is in triplicate, the first copy is to be issued to the contractor, so that there should not be any forging of the or overwriting. Okay, and the second copy will be issued to the client for his corporate office, and the third copy will remain at site. And if any situation, if any problem occurs, and if it is the witness is required to be given in the court of law, so this document is held valid. Okay, so it is describes all the facts and circumstances prevailing at the time of execution. So dear friends, you must be very, and since these are the important documents, these are to be preserved. These are to be preserved. That is, these are to be kept in the safe custody. Now, if such documents are lost, pilfered, then what happens? Then the project manager of the client should first lodge the FIR, first information report, with the police and take the certificate. Otherwise, he will be held guilty. He will be held for dereliction of the duties, negligence of the duties. Okay, so it is his first duty, though he may be in government or he may be in your private sector, he must first lodge the FIR that such and such documents have been lost during transit or during whatever it is. And that certificate is to be reported to the head office, that is the executive engineer or the client's corporate office. Then and then your bona fides will be proved. Okay. Regarding MB and that, I will again describe in the RA bill also. So these are the types of the important documents. Now, the type of contracts. Because this is a billing subject, so it will be depending upon the type of contracts. So you must been you must have learned it, or otherwise you know it, that there are 3 to 4 types of main contracts are there. One is your item rate tender. or we may call it item rate tender. That is in PWD we call it as B2 tender. Okay, in which the client discloses the BOQ. In the BOQ, it discloses the only the quantity, and the contractor has to quote the rate. Okay, in B1 tender, that is percentage rate tender. So that is the here the quantity and rate have been disclosed by the client, and the contractor has to put the only the percentage above or below the estimated rates put in the tender. The third one is your lump sum contract. That is only the contractor has to quote the lump sum amount for that work project. In this case, one thing is sure to be kept in mind, that at the time of calling the tender itself, all the drawings are freeze, because all the specifications are freeze. So it will not change. If there is changes there, so that is to be paid extra. And how the billing is to be made? So the stages are, after allotting the contract, the stages are the stages are, say, work is below plinth, that is we call it substructure. The superstructure, in superstructure up to lintel, up to use level or the roof level, and completing roof, then your finishes, then like that pen finishes, that means everything, and then your comes the developments. Developments contains your internal service roads, your compound wall, gate, and your water, underground water tank, your overhead water tank, your firefighting, your all these lifts and everything. So this is the, or all these items are to be paid separately in the lump sum contract. And the last important one, which is very favorably adopted in the construction industry by the builders, that is the constructions of the apartments, construction of the flats, residential complexes, is the labor rate. What do you mean by labor rate? So in this, the builders are resourceful. Builders are resourceful in finance, so that's why they procure the material in mass. And when they procure the material in mass, so that is as per the specification, and the contractor is asked to carry out the work on his labor rate. So like this, so he has to quote only the labor rate. Okay, so in this situation, so what are the merits, demerits? So in this case also, the payment is to be made either the item rate, item wise, or it is to be made as per the stage wise. Okay, so the what are the benefits in the awarding such labor contract? The first one, that is being the client is resourceful, so he saves the profit on the materials. He procures the material on mass scale and he saves the profit of the contractor. So if the contractor scores 20% above the tender, so estimated cost, so that 20% is saved. How much? He must be resourceful. He must manage the things, material procurement very efficiently. Otherwise, it will go in wrong. Previously, government was also arranging this type of the supply, because at that time it was the subsidized rates government was getting the material. However, due to your logistic problems, storing problem, then losses due to your weathering action, and the pilferage, the government, and the blocking the huge funds, the government now abandon this practice of the supplying materials. Okay, so and now what are the latest trends in the execution? One is, that is called the PPP. That is the third, that is the public-private partnerships, or your EPC contract, engineering, procurement, and construction contract. So like this, the billing changes. Like this, the billing changes. Now, we have covered the type of contracts. Now we will come to security deposit. What do you mean by security deposit? Security deposit is to be lodged by the contractor with the client for the faithful performance of the work. So it is lodged in the two stages. One is your initial stage, and second one is your during execution stage. So what do you want in initial stage? Generally, the security deposit is of 5%, or depending upon the client's requirement. depending upon the importance of the structure. So if it is 5%, the initial 2.5% he has to lodge and he has to enter the agreement. And the balance 2.5% is to be recovered from the running account bills in 4 equal installments, generally in 4 equal installments. So like this, the security deposit. Now, what is the importance? What is the importance? That importance that is that it is for the faithful performance. If the contractor abandons the contract, suspend the contract, delays the contract, then the liquidated damages are recovered from this security deposit. Okay. So now the recording of measurements. So I have very briefly see the recording of measurements. That is important documents that we are discussing regarding the measurements. Here also, this measurement recording is to be carried out as per the sequence carried out in the execution. So if in the tender there are 120 items are there, so you should not record the 110 item first and record the first item like that. So it is to be recorded as per the construction sequence, construction activities. Okay. So this is the first principle. Second one, as I told you, the record entries. So whatever the measurements are hidden, so those are not to be recorded. That means those are not to be recorded in detail every time. So those are to be recorded. That means only the reference number from page number so and so to it has been carried over. Only the quantity is carried over. Okay. And because in the first instance we have to write it there that measurements are final for all purposes. Okay. So this is the then in the running account bill only the exposed measurements are required to be recorded. Then the after recording the measurements, so during that measurements you'll have to assess the quality. The building engineer has to assess the quality. Though there is quality engineer is there, so he has to refer all the checklist, whether and the quality control test reports. Okay. Then he has to that building engineer has to physically measure the quantities. That is the length, breadth, depth. He has to take physically. And if he finds that there are some non-conformities are there are some shortcomings are there, some work is defective. Now here I will tell you what is defective. So in the law, defective means not conforming to the standards, not conforming to the specifications. However, being your engineer, you must analyze it. You must analyze it that the shortcomings observed is not what you called is not endangering or is not causing danger to the structure. That is the structure is structurally sound. However, there are the non-conformities are there and the contractor can remove it. However, if there are non-conformities which are of the nature of if suppose the honeycombing is there, and it is on a very large scale, so the contractor, the client engineer and building engineer has the right to reject it in toto. So when this and it is to be written in the register is called the non-conformity register, which is very important. Non-conformity register, and in that non-conformity register or the work order, so you have to write it there, and the contractor has to dismantle it, and he has to again reconstruct it at his own cost. Okay, and to as per the prescribed specific. When I say prescribed, that means it is written in the tender document. Okay, and then the inspection is again carried out by the client's engineer, and it is approved. Okay. So this is the recording of measurements. Then regarding this is so when the work is in progress, the you're not that billing engineer has to assess how much quantum of work is remain. So for example, we'll take for the slab. We'll take for the RCC slab. In the RCC slab, the contractor has laid the your shuttering, and he has laid the reinforcement. Then he has cast the slab, and when he has cast the slab, he comes and requests the client to release bill. So under such circumstances, so what are the activities remain? The first one is the curing. The second one is the destrucking of the your shuttering, and third one is very important, that is the quality control test. So dear friends, here I would like to emphasize here that the 28 days strength is only taken granted. 7 days stress is not taken granted for the acceptance of the work. It is for the guidance only, whether the structure, whether the concrete is developing the strength proportionately or not. Okay. However, so under such circumstances, being the work is carried out in your presence, you have to assure the client that yes, I am responsible for it, and what work has been carried out by the contractor is as per the specification, and that's why we may recommend 75% of the item rate. So if the tender item is say 8,000 rupees per cubic meter, so the 75% rate is say your 6,000 rupees. So you may release 6,000 rupees, so that in that 6,000 rupees, though it is the test results are awaited, because here the faithfulness of the contractor will prove. Faithfulness of the contractor will prove, and this bill is to be released after 7 days, after observing the 7 days time. Okay. So like this, the measurements now. One more.
Excuse me, sir. Voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking, sir.
So voice is shaking.
Yeah. Little bit breaking. Voice is breaking.
Yes, sir.
Now, can you continue?
Yes. Are you getting it?
Now it is okay.
Okay, sir. Anyway, so now the very important notes, so that billing engineer or the deputy engineer of the project has to write on the measurement book that 2 certificates he has to give on the abstract of measurements. What is the abstract? So in that abstract, there is only
Sir,
there are.
excuse me, sir. Still, the voice is breaking. Can you remove the mic and again fit it? Maybe it's may issue in the mic or something. Your voice is cracking and it's breaking. Can you remove the mic and refit? Yes, sir. Can you speak? We will check.
I am getting your voice cracked, but are you also getting my voice cracked?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Voice is not getting clear. Can you log off and log in again, sir? We will check.
Yes. That is the only remedy.
Yeah. Kindly try it, sir.
So we like to leave the.
Leave the this thing. Meanwhile, I will speak to the audience. You can come again. Sorry for the inconvenience, audience. Sir is having some issue in the mic. I asked him to quit and he will reconnect. He will do it. And the topic is very much interesting and important for any building engineer. Of course, in the syllabus, the importance is not much given. Whatever the points sir is saying, it is very much relevant, and there are enough opportunities for this as a QS engineer. If you take any project, प्रोजेक्ट तो कम से कम मिनिमम 36 मंथ्स रहेगा, तो बिल्डिंग इंजीनियर का काम शुरू से रहता है, बिफोर द स्टार्ट ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट इनका काम रहता है, तब से प्रोजेक्ट खत्म होने तक रहता है. साइट इंजीनियर्स एंड अदर इंजीनियर्स दे विल कम एंड दे विल गो, बट बिल्डिंग इंजीनियर्स का जो रिक्वायरमेंट है, इनका प्रोजेक्ट शुरू से प्रोजेक्ट एंड तक पेमेंट, फाइनल पेमेंट क्लाइंट से लेके देने तक इनका काम रहता है. सो द स्कोप इज एवरग्रीन फॉर द बिल्डिंग इंजीनियर्स. उनके लिए क्या चाहिए? एक तो ड्राइंग, अच्छा से ड्राइंग पढ़ना चाहिए. फ्रॉम द ड्राइंग्स ही हैज टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आर द एलिमेंट्स गिवन इन द ड्राइंग. उसका बराबर क्वांटिटी टेक ऑफ लेना चाहिए, IS 1200 के हिसाब से लेना चाहिए, क्योंकि ज्यादा लिया तो भी कम लिया तो भी आपका चेकिंग जो करने वाला है वो तो एज पर द डॉक्यूमेंट ही करेगा. आप बराबर बिलिंग नहीं किया तो आपका कंपनी का नुकसान रहेगा, और आपका सामने वाला तो वो आपको दिखाएगा नहीं है. आपने एक्सक्यूज मी सर, स्कीम आई एम जस्ट चेकिंग. सर आप यू कैन अनम्यूट एंड ट्राई सर. सुभाष सर, सर आप बात कीजिए. सर you can speak. Let us wait for some time, not an issue. I will continue with the session. I am also have worked as a billing engineer in a project, and I have prepared the final bills also. It is a very interesting work. आपका जो बिलिंग इंजीनियर का वर्क है वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू रीड ऑल द ड्राइंग्स एंड गो टू द साइट. साइट में वो काम हुआ नहीं हुआ उसका चेक करके बराबर सबमिट करना पड़ेगा. व्हाट एवर यू आर सबमिटिंग उसका एटलीस्ट 96 to 97% वो क्लेम आपका जो भी है सर्टिफिकेशन मिला तो अच्छा है, नहीं तो बोलेगा सर आपका बिल्डिंग इंजीनियर का कुछ आता नहीं है, कंपनी में पैसा मिलता नहीं है. एंड व्हाट एवर यू आर वर्कड, एग्जाम्पल आपने कंक्रीट एक 100 क्यूबिक मीटर लिया हुआ कंक्रीट वेरियस पोर्शंस में आपने उसका यूज किया, इस्तेमाल किया, लेकिन आपका कंक्रीट जो स्टोर वाला देगा आपका डायरेक्ट आपका कितना आया बोल के वो बता देगा, बट विच लोकेशन कौन सा लोकेशन में आपने यूज किया, based on that only you will get the payments. Maybe the foundation concrete will be having a different payment, and your slab concrete will be having a different payment, and your beam concrete will be having different payment. So the prices are variation रहेगा because based on the effort. सर आप अनम्यूट कीजिए सर. सुभाष सर नहीं है, आपका म्यूटेड है, अनम्यूट कीजिए. अभी बात कीजिए. नो अभी नहीं आ रहा है सर, आवाज बिल्कुल नहीं आ रहा है सर, आवाज नहीं आ रहा है. आई थिंक आपका माइक में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है लग रहा है. और एक बार चाहिए तो एक बार एग्जिट करके आइए सर. हाँ माइक में सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है. ऑडियंस माय वॉइस इज ऑडिबल फॉर यू? एनीवन अनम्यूट एंड स्पीक?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir. Very much clear.
Okay. So sirs having my mic is having some issues seems to be. उनका चेक करके आने दीजिए. तब तक I will continue the session. Anyway, sir is going to take a 1-week workshop on the importance of billing. आपका तो he is having 35 years of a solid experience in the government billing. See, most of the projects nowadays, whatever is happening, it is given to the private, and each and every project requires a very good billing engineer who can identify the work and see साइट में जो भी काम किया हुआ और प्रोजेक्ट में काम किया हुआ बराबर बिलिंग करना है. See, until everyone is working for the money. See, once if you are getting money only, साइट में 50 इंजीनियर रहना दो, उनका जो भी वर्क्स किया है somebody has to create a invoice for that and get it certified from the clients. That is a very important subject, and there will be pressure also will be there. Of course, any work, कोई भी आपका काम रहेगा तो pressure रहेगा ही रहेगा. Without pressure, none of the work is there. Even any आप example मैंने last week देखा है कहीं रास्ता पे जियो का सिम बेच रहा है, उनका भी टारगेट है. रोड पे he was selling. I asked him, अरे यार how is your work? बोल रहा है सर टारगेट खत्म करना है, डेली 20 सिम उसको भेजना है. Like that, everyone is having a target and a pressure. Company is also having a target. Without a target, none of the project is there. उनको target रहता है कितना महीना में खत्म करना है, how much profit. Nowadays, most of the projects are private project. As sir ने बोला है, government पहले material लेकर के काम कर रहा था, लेकिन अभी they are giving back to back contract. If you track the construction news regularly, most of the things are given to the private people for managing and as well as for expansion also. Abhi dekha to earlier highways they are given to the private for maintenance and construction. Every 60 kilometers they used to collect the toll. So the private players they used to complete the project in a competitive time. Tender जो निकाला है, फिर उनका estimation बराबर उनका होना है. क्वांटिटीज का एस्टिमेशन बराबर रहेगा तो एक कॉस्ट में सेविंग हो सकता है. सो वी शुड हैव गुड कमांड ऑन मेजरमेंट्स एज वेल एज वो मेजरमेंट के हिसाब से काम चल रहा है क्या नहीं है. दैट्स कॉल्ड बजट. एंड सी एनी प्रोजेक्ट टाइप ऑफ बिल्स सर ने बोला है ऑलरेडी. बिल्डिंग के बारे में थोड़ा सा मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा. आपका बिल्डिंग में मोस्टली इन द प्राइवेट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स एवरी मंथ इट विल हैपन. Based on the measurement submitted, the contractors they will certify the bills. आपको 25 तारीख को तक मेजरमेंट लेके 1 तारीख को बिल सबमिट करना है. तो 10-15 तारीख तक उन्होंने सर्टिफाई करके 20-25 तारीख तक उन्होंने पेमेंट करेगा. वो पेमेंट आने से ही आपको नेक्स्ट मंथ का आपका काम कर सकते हैं. That is called working capital. See, when your billing is not proper, when the certification is getting delayed, when the payments are not happening, आपका project affect हो सकता है. आपका project का billing will not happen and everyone will curse the billing engineer. Sir, वो billing engineer बराबर काम नहीं कर रहा है. He is not getting submitting the measurements. See, along with the measurements, sir ने already बोला quality documents also we have to submit. Means आपको कंक्रीट का अगर कंक्रीट आप क्लेम कर रहे हैं तो कंक्रीट का आपका पोरकार्ड सबमिट करना पड़ेगा. उसका क्यूब का रिजल्ट सबमिट करने से ही आपको वो पर्टिकुलर आइटम सर्टिफाई रहेगा. इफ यू टेक एर्थवर्क का तो लेवल्स जो है साहब ने बोला है जॉइंट मेजरमेंट्स डेफिनेटली, क्योंकि आपका टॉप लेवल मालूम है लेकिन आपका अर्थ के नीचे क्या क्या रहता है आपका सरफेस लेवल के नीचे मालूम नहीं. बिकॉज एर्थवर्क कैन बी हार्ड रैक में हो सकता है, सॉफ्ट रैक हो सकता है, नहीं तो डीवाटरिंग हो सकता है. सो लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंट वेरियस सॉइल्स का नेचर हो सकता है. until unless we don't excavate we don't know how much quantity of soft soil is there because effort is different. आर्ट रॉक के लिए अलग से पैसा रहेगा. मे बी एग्जाम्पल 3000 रुपीज पर क्यूबिक मीटर रहेगा तो सॉफ्ट सॉइल के लिए 300 रुपीज रहेगा. बहुत अंतर है. इफ यू टेक 10 times there is an variation. So the engineer's role is to ensure properly whatever the work you have executed it has to be claimed from the principal employer. उसके लिए you have to keep all the records. Recording is very much important for a quantity surveyor. Records से बात करेगा आपको. सुभाष sir, now your mic is working. Just मैंने सबका चेक कर रहा हूँ. Otherwise I will complete this session, not an issue. So types of contract के हिसाब से contract condition has to also you have to read regularly. अपने पास और वीडियोस वगैरह ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है. You can check in our CMTI Connect and as well as CMTI Institute channel. There are some few questions from the audience that I will answer the questions. One is how EPC and lump sum contractor bill is made. Lump sum contract is mainly for the short term works. बड़ा काम के लिए lump sum contract नहीं देता है. Short term works means urgency में करना है और छोटा सा काम करने के लिए lump sum बात करेगा. अरे एग्जाम्पल फ्लड वर्क्स रहता है, एक छोटा सा कहीं रोड कट गया उसको इमीडिएटली बनाना है तो ऑन द टाइम यू कांट गो फॉर द मेजरिंग एंड ऑल. You have to take speak on a lump sum basis and you have to do it. So short term contracts, interior contracts कोई lump sum आपका रहेगा, एक डिजाइन दे देगा, ये डिजाइन के हिसाब से स्पेसिफिकेशन के हिसाब से बनाना है. So time based contracts lump sum होता है. Otherwise item rate contract is best for both as well as contractor as well as the employer. Both दोनों के लिए अच्छा रहेगा item rate contract के लिए. We have contract sessions earlier. We have conducted webinar on contract sessions. So आप वो वीडियो देख सकते हैं. उसमें आपको शिवरामन सर और काफी लोग बात किया हुआ, what are the different types of contract you can see. Otherwise, again, Subhash sir is going to take a 1-week workshop next month on quantity surveying. I will be sharing that workshop details also, so you can attend this workshops and you can ask the questions. सभी लोग Zoom में नहीं आ सकते, we have restriction because we have platform cost also associated with it. So whoever is interested to learn more and a little bit of having a spending power, you can come to our 5 days or 10 days workshop. That will be useful for you. About the workshop, I will be sharing the details. Yeah, allow me 2 minutes. I will just take the details. Is my screen is visible, audience? Someone respond, please.
Yes, sir.
Voice is audible, na? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See,
Yes, sir, audible.
this the infrastructure series, lecture series, we are conducting, as you know very well, everyone. We are conducting every week one session free webinar for the audience. But to gain more knowledge, we advise the audience. Give me 1 second. Some people are waiting. I am admitting. Yeah. We have various topics in the construction for the freshers and the working people. A lot of people are under training. उसमें उन लोग का importance of quantity surveying एक 10 days का session है. Mr. P.R. Ananthanarayan, he is having around 40 years of experience. We are planning this workshop first week of April. All these aspects related to quantity surveying will be covered in the available time. Daily 1.5 से 2 घंटा तक online training रहेगा. That is for the people who are interested. They can enroll for this program. And the second program is on digital construction. In the digital construction, we are giving an idea about what is drones, drones कैसा use करता है project में, and the Internet of Things in the construction, 3D printing, ऐसा latest technologies, augmented reality, virtual reality, इसका basic idea हम लोग दे रहे हैं. This is a 5-day program, 5-day session between 13th and 17th. This is also given by Dr. R. Malati and team. They are having very good knowledge on this particular subject. This program we are planned between 13th and 17th. ये program किसको चाहिए? You can register for this. And the next program is Mr. Subhash Pathak sir का program है. Sir is going to take subject construction licensing. Licensing project में licensing is very much important because the site engineers are the face of the people. So face of the people, general public and audience, you should know आपको एक construction project करना है तो क्या क्या चीज चाहिए. Example labor license से, PF से, construction rules से, सारा चीज एक प्रोजेक्ट शुरू करने के लिए तो कितना मेहनत करना पड़ता है, उसके लिए क्या क्या प्रोसेस है. सर इज गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन. somebody who is interested to start their career, ये सब questions आपको attend करने से आपको अच्छा रहेगा. And in your CV also you can include that you are having a knowledge of that particular subjects and all. This program is very much useful for the youngsters. And the final program is construction finishes. You know very well, Mr. Suresh P. Ramaya sir का कम से कम 35 साल experience है. फिनिशेस का बारे में एग्जैक्ट क्या प्रोसीजर है, टाइलिंग कैसा करने का, मार्बल कैसा करना है, ग्रेनाइट कैसा करना है, और विंडोज कैसा फिक्स करना है, क्या है सीक्वेंस, कंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए क्या सीक्वेंस है. those things are being taught by our Suresh B. Ramaya sir. All people are having a very good exposure and they are sharing their available time. ये program full time हम नहीं कर सकते. We can conduct only in online, and they are already working in their projects as a consultants, as a उनके लिए अलग से projects available है, and their regular work. Apart from regular work, they are teaching since they have a passion. So they are sharing their time. उनके लिए फीस भी बहुत कम रखा है. उनका एक्सपीरियंस और नॉलेज what you are gaining. Few people already attended these programs also. You know, these people are very much knowledgeable, and this definitely will give you overall exposure. That exposure will lead to job directly. आप job पूछेगा तो you will be attending so many interviews, but cracking that one is very much difficult. So if you have enough knowledge, companies also likes to love you, and they have to hire. Everyone is asking you 2 years experience. वो 2 साल का experience कैसा आएगा? Until unless they give a job, or they test you and they ask you some questions, and you do show something for them. ऐसा ही होता है. In CMTI we have given 3 months training, offline training चल रहा है इधर बेंगलुरु में. We have trained nearly 1,000 plus engineers are placed, 5,000 plus engineers trained, and we have training for working people also. Evening trainings are happening, and weekend trainings also happening. So whoever is interested in trainings, you can approach our contact numbers. We have given them mentioned in the contact numbers. In the bottom you can see 8844222180. Both are office numbers. You can WhatsApp, you can note down that numbers, you can WhatsApp, and you can visit our website also. And we have wonderful Telegram group. Telegram का एक बढ़िया channel है. उसमें daily construction news we are updating, job updates also we are sharing, and we are sharing the so many technical things which is happening, workshops and lot many things we are sharing. In the item description link you can find out our Telegram channel also. Regularly we are posting what are the workshops we are conducting. In this one is missing, that is green buildings. That is also a need for our so you have to if you are interested in green buildings, you can enroll for that program also. So I request everyone to share their experience, and if you are interested for any programs, further programs, you can enroll for that. We have so many programs running. You can go to our website and you can see we have self-learning program, we have interactive learning like this, and we have offline for fresh civil engineers. We subscribe them and we recommend them for offline program, because that is effective, and we are taking the students to the projects and they are getting enough exposure there that leads to the job. So, and for working people, they can't leave the job, so you can go for either interactive training, or you can go for the self-paced learning also, based on your availability and the budget. Most of our trainings will be in English, and queries can be addressed in Hindi also. Our trainers know Hindi also, so we are giving access to that. If you have any issues on accessing the Telegram channel, you can WhatsApp to the number. We will share the links. So you will get this thing. Vijendra Kumar, I have addressed your this thing. You can WhatsApp. Definitely you will get the link. 180 or 179. You can WhatsApp. They will send you the link. Any people who are interested, who are there in the Zoom, if you want to ask any questions, you can unmute and you can ask. This is time for you. I think some issue is there in the Subhash system, seems to be. Anyway, I will connect with him and we will organize a wonderful session from him. Yeah. Any questions from the audience? एक सेकेंड, आपका एक मिस कॉल है, बात कर लेते हैं. Any questions you can ask? Otherwise we will end. Otherwise we will end up the session.
Sir, please give some idea what will you taught in
Who is this?
quantity survey course?
Yeah. Who is this? What is
Shubham.
your name?
Shubham Ingle.
Oh, okay. I will give you an idea. 1 second. सर आप तक लॉगिन नहीं हो रहे आप. No problem, sir. I am just closing the session with the Q&A. Already I have announced the program, what I have shared with you. Not an issue, sir. देखिए, फिर उसको क्या है, we will restore that one. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah, Shubham, you will be in the quantity survey syllabus. You will be reading about quantity, the reading of construction drawing, IS 200, mode of measurements, and preparation of garmenting schedules, and quantity takeoff for various works for a building. And these are the things you will be learning. And rate analysis also you will be learning, because rate analysis is very much important. So we are giving an idea about rate analysis also. And what is your profile?
So so I'm a site engineer actually. So I handle site executional work, but I
Then
have
you can go for QS. Directly contract you can't go. We recommend people to go to QS. After doing some QS works, after some years you can go to contract management.
okay. So you just suggested that advanced course.
Which one?
QS. You suggested some advanced course.
Yeah. We
It will
have the
cover
advanced
quantity survey
courses
and
in
estimation.
QS. Yes. That course only. It will take a minimum 4 weeks. Daily 2 hours sessions are there. Mr. Anantanarayanan is the trainer for the session. Either you can go for a weekend or you can do in the evening session. I will share Deepa ma'am's number, and you can anyway you are connected with me. I will share the number. You can speak to our back office team. They will guide you. Okay, that course will be suitable for you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other questions from the audience? I am somebody has written a
Sir,
question.
can you share this PPT?
Pardon me? I am a structural engineering student. Please contact session regarding civil engineering software. Yeah, so for structural engineering students, actually our focus in the name itself we say construction management training institute. We are more focused on execution. If you take a project for 36 months, a large project, most of the requirements come from the execution side. The design side may be 10 to 20%. We are concentrating much on 80% of this thing. Where the opportunities are more. So we are not that much keen on structural designing and all. Anyway, we have our partners who are there good in structural consulting. We can share their details with you.
Ashok, sir.
I hope I have answered. Yeah.
Sir, can you share this? Can you share this PPT or some important notes for today's session?
Yeah, we will share. Here, actually, today the session is fully on the video only. It was advice and knowledge career only. Definitely, we will share.
Okay, sir.
Audience, if you have any more questions, you can ask. And building information modeling also we are training. A lot of people are taking a BIM trainings with us, and it is an online mode available. BIM is need for our. A lot of people are taking building information modeling also. So that course also CMT is taking. Can we end the session? There is no much questions. Yeah, feedback form is already, I will share in the chat box. Give me 1 second. Allow me 1 second. I will share the feedback. In the YouTube, it is available in the description itself. So you can check in the description. Feedback form already available. For Zoom people, I am sending the feedback form. Yes, sir. Sivaraman sir, we will have one more session on contracts. We are extending, in fact, we are extending the session, sir. The infrastructure series, it is going to be extended. There are enough projects are happening. Lot of openings are there, and I request everyone to follow the LinkedIn page also. Lot of companies are posting their requirements.
So are we getting today's session certificate, or we have to attend one more session?
Yeah, I'm giving the link. Okay, you will fill this thing form. You will get an certificate generated.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yes, internship opportunities are available. I don't know about the candidate where the people are there. So, lot of programs we are doing. Internship, lot of companies we are supporting the internships and the training placements and all. Yes, I have posted the feedback link also in the chat box. You can fill it up. And for the YouTube audience, I have given the feedback form in the item description only. So you can, those who missed the session also, they ask them to honestly watch the session, then again they fill the feedback form. I see a lot of people just filling the feedback form for the certificates will not going to help you in your workplace. Somebody will expose you if you don't have a caliber. So knowledge only will make you great. Attend the session properly, then generate the certificate. That's what I say. Vijendra Kumar, the feedback link is given in the item description of YouTube. You go and check. I think you are a new person, seems to be you are asking. In live stream, we can't provide it. In the item description, in the video description, it is available. See, you have to refresh the video. Abhishek, you have to refresh the video, then you will get a feedback link. Because that is added during the session. So you have to refresh it. Yes, Subhash sir has joined. He wanted to share a few words. Yes, sir, Subhash sir. Now it is working. Subhash sir.
बोलिए sir.
Now it is working, sir.
No, it is working on the क्या बोलते हैं उसको मोबाइल के ऊपर चालू किया मेरे
Okay.
grandson ने.
You want to convey some message to audience? You can convey. Audience are there.
Yes, they may ask the questions.
Questions are done, sir. There any advice or anything you can provide to them?
Hello.
Yeah, you can speak.
Yes. So only last topic was remained that that is regarding the running account bills. So in that, are the audience listening? No.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So on that, after writing, recording the measurements, the billing engineer or the project manager of the client has to record two certificates. One is that, first one is that I have taken the measurements physically and recorded in the measurement book from page number so and so to so and so. Okay, so here the physically is very important. That means he has measured the work physically. And second one, the second certificate, the work measured above has been carried out as per the specifications laid down in the tender document. So these certificates, two certificates, and then he should sign it. Then the contractor has to accept it. If he may accept, he may reject, reject also. But he has to write it. So accepted as full and final settlement.
Yes, in government contracts, lot of procedures are there, and sir's guidance will help you a lot. I request audience to subscribe his program, and his experience will be useful for you.
Okay, sir. Okay, very good.
Okay, I request all the audience to subscribe for the program. It is a 1 week program. Sir is going to take on construction licensing, and there is a one more QS program also is there. And you subscribe, and you will get enough knowledge from our expert speakers that will help you a lot. and online program is effective. I am seeing a lot of results also happening by taking, if you are serious about it. If you are not serious, whether whatever it may be, offline or online or whatever it may be, it may not be effective. So you spend quality time on your education, definitely it is going to help you. Yes, with this we will sign off, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Subhash sir,
Thank
for
you.
joining in again. I think some issue is there in the network or something,
Yes.
in the system or something. We will rectify it. Not an issue, sir. And CMTI is giving a nice program series, and we are extending this infrastructure lecture series with a lot of new programs, with the support of experts from the construction industry. They are sharing their experience, and this is going to help you a lot.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.